Hello and welcome to Scholar Coaching. If you'd also like to participate, follow the link below and access the replay inbox. In there, go ahead and drop your replay file, ball chasing link, or YouTube video of you playing your preferred game mode, and mention your competitive rank or 6-man's rank if possible. If any of this doesn't make any sense to you while watching the video, feel free to follow up on my Scholar School of Learning series in my video playlist. We go over all the basic ideas and general rotations that are talked about in these replay analysis. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. So coming through, you get played over. That's unfortunate. Generally, when you grab corner boost here, you're going to want to go ahead and expect a ball that goes to the sidewall here. Either you have to get it now and read this guy and race him for the dunk, up, take the 50, done, or you need to go back to net when you grab corner boost and get the save here, right? One or the other. You don't want to be giving yourself a gray zone where you're kind of awkward. It's either commit or don't. And generally, that's whenever you grab corner boost here on the kickoff. Fuck you eating, chicken bake. Through the side, done, bang, done, and so on, or whatever it comes down to. You end up being the cut here, and then you go to near post, take the hit. I'm not super against it, but rather than wrapping to mid and net, then cut in, you should just stay near post to cut in here instead. That way it makes it easier for your teammate to see you and to trust you to go into the ball, rather than making him panic in any way. You kind of fucked up your touch. When you mess up your touch like this, it's generally going to be better just to recover and just extend. So come, like, turn off ball cam, maybe go for a bump on him or come down the wall. Being grounded. He goes for a cross side, you need Juno, so you start to come in here. Maybe you turn back out or you wait the whole time. I don't really care. But try not to flip off immediately because you already know you're not gonna get a touch on the ball, so what are you really gaining by jumping, right? Through, over, side. You're not really holding your extension, right? He has a free touch or he doesn't. If it goes in the center net, you can face it, but I need you to generally wait upfield. And so keep yourself relatively neutral facing. Boom, here's your hit. Now you're up. You hit back into Juno, or you wait a little bit longer, chip it, and go for the chip over Jinx. Either one's fine. I don't want you to get a 50. I want you to get a free ball on that. You push out. You get the demo. Nice demo. Juno goes to the 50. Yeah, generally when you get the demo here, this play's continuing down. It goes to center here. This guy's going for the shot. You just need to start a rotation in case he gets 50 or it fails. So start a rotation back right here and start driving back. You don't have to bail yet. And then bail here. So you're already halfway back. You're ahead of Jinx. You turn in. You're up. And you re-engage this, or you're re-available again, right? When you're waiting extension there on backboard, the pass didn't come to you on the first initial hit, which means that you can't utilize you there anymore. You need to make that rotation back instead. Side, okay, over, go to third, nice. A little more back post there so you can face in more direct. So it'd be nice for you to come, turn right a little bit more here, or land at this 12 to face across. Then turn left during the 50, and then you're in immediately, coming down mid. Grab yourself that near post 12. Here comes the pass, maybe, done. Turn back out or reposition. If you want to play the slow second like you are, that's also fine. I don't mind this. You can do it from the line I was showing a second ago either way, right? You turn in, Juno beat, you're up. You take the same shot. Very similar play. Good job getting the 50 on that. Recovery there is really smooth. You went for a bit of a wider line here. Either get the boost steal or don't go the wide line. So ball cam off. There's no one to bump, right? And then instead of wave dashing wide, just wave dash more short down this way as a 12, right? Collect your side boost a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit smoother. Get yourself on the way through. 12, grab around, flip, nice flick, okay. Good beat, good speed, good shot. Alright. If you want to leave and Joe's coming up, go to third instead, don't go to second. Turn left here, wrap back into the back, put the third here, lined up. And take your line like this. You're either beat by Al or you get a free ball either way. You do get a great shot on net from that position you did take by being aggressive, but the danger here is that if Al gets a good save or they have a much better overall challenge on this, and it drops for Al to turn in and clear this, you're pushing up the field like this rather than back and covering the shot, the clear, right? And you don't know how this is going to work out because it's, bundled up on their net. It could get cleared from anywhere. So let's start you from here, drive around to the left a little bit more, right? It's a free ball because I'll slow either way and you take a shot similar. Not really the same. You might get beat more times than not when you're doing that. But in general, you're blocking the immediate shot that could be happening. So you have a safer play on average. And you don't have to take that shot every single time. It just makes it doesn't make sense every single time, obviously, right? And the pass wasn't intended for you. So for you to be that aggressive, becoming a pass that's not intended for you doesn't really make much sense. You extend here. You aerial as if you're trying to block him, but you jump way too early to do that because you waste so much boost. If you're going to block him, see what his setup line is first. Don't jump here unless you're trying to shoot this. Try to shoot, take a more direct line to shoot it immediately. Boom, be done. If you're going for a block, you want to be jumping as you see his line, then up, and then put that back in for Joe. I don't really know what you're trying to do by driving up backwards like this. Just continue momentum forward if you can. And start your rotation out. Maybe bump Jinx off. Be ahead of his flick. Boom, cut in, get the save off to the side. Very similar again to your thirds, right? If Joe succeeds here, this ball's not getting past you, it's getting shot on net, right? If he fails, it's going to go back towards your net in some way. You're very aggressive here. If you stayed a little bit farther back and engage from here instead, up, engage, done. Very simple and easy to do, right? You basically want to be turning with Joe, but instead you turn up a little bit after, from back here, cross, 50, through, up, dusted. Or you can wait for this guy's shot and be spaced out here. He goes for the bang, misses, Juno cuts you, go backward, you get the same thing here. Also an option, basically you the same idea, but you're covering all the ranges. When you push up so aggressive like that as third, you're playing for a pass in a sense, but no one's passing you, they're trying to shoot it, right? It's heading away from you, it's not heading to you. Nice, this is fine. Good choice. Interesting, but okay. Again, very aggressive as third, right? If Juno succeeds, he's going to want to pass to Joe, shoot it, solo play it. You don't need to come in so aggressive. If anything, maybe you turn left here and go behind him again, reset up his third. Get ready for Kether to get the dunk and whatnot, right? If Kether dunks this, you get the shot from back here. Could be very doable. Here you're battling a 50. You do have someone in his third though, so it's not too dangerous. In this case, it's just you don't have a line heading into net, so there's no point for you to dive that, you know? You didn't have possession, you didn't have a shot, you didn't have really much after it. Good job trying to slow down once you realize they have the free touch here. Ideally, Joe should be going mid here. If you want to tell Joe anything, if Joe wants to cut and go second here with Juno, he sees he's second, right? He needs to push back into mid a little bit for Kether to, because Juno wants to read this into mid, right? So you want to get him into midfield here. You want to make this challenge 50 here. You want to get the engagement right now, right? We don't want a second man that's behind our first man doing nothing, right? And if we do this, it could go the other way too. Joe could be the one in the right and Juno could be the one wrong. If Joe says, you know, covering right wall second or behind you second for Juno, then Juno just has to bang this off to the right wall for Joe to take the shot, or fake it and let Kether hit this, and then Joe gets the shot and Juno fakes for a demo. And that'd also be a really strong play, right? But there's a disconnect here. Juno wants it here. Second man's over here. We need second man here if Juno's putting it here, right? We need someone lining up with this. We need to play the same zone. Good job getting the dunk on that, Avuhry. Pre-ball around. Okay. There's a clear. You go for time. Nice catch. Good fake. That's fine. Turn off your ball cam to bump him next time. Don't do it blind like that. You could have guaranteed that bump. That could have been a goal. They triple. You're going kind of slow. Low 50. Get the 50. Nice. Through around. Juno cuts up. You try to read this. That's just a tough angle and you're getting dusted. Recovered. Back into midfield here with your pre-flips and so on. Trying to get yourself landed. Back into mid. Come around. They're going to beat you. They drop it. Now you shoot. Now if they hit to the side, Joe's already there. So you rotate out. Get yourself back out to third. The demo's really good on your way since you're there anyway. But you could be third lined up now for Jinx is clear. Boom. Available in. And since you would have been third, now you can ask Juno to be more aggressive, to be more confident, right? If you're third and lined up ready to go and he can be confident of you, then he can just stay in facing, wait for Jinx to whiff, and take a free goal, right? Come around. One setup, okay. Over 50, nice. You leave. Go to side boost, nice. Line shot. Nice shot on Joe. Well done. All right. You just end up being a little overstepped as third to a degree because you're not able to face in the entirety of net during the engagement. Don't pre-flip here, right? Your teammate has the breakthrough. Drive, grab your 12, line up to cross post line, this post line, at the point of impact, and then here's their shot. So you stop, they get the chip, you vertical, and you block that right now, right? Not very awkward, not hard to read. You're not trying to pre-jump it off the wall. Very simple line, very easy 50. Try to get that redirect, understandable. You see the breakthrough, so you go for your corner, that's fine. You're not second, you went to third. Joe's second. You can see Joe, he can't see you. Take your time. Yo, Skizzen, what's up? How you doing today? Take your time, drive, collect your 12s, midfield a little bit, right? Stay out third. Your teammate gets the shot anyway. You're coming in a second, but Joe is on the same side as him. Same side of him. He's also closer to the play, technically. Joe could easily show up in the midfield at the same time or as quickly as you can. But the difference is that you have to come in front of Joe. Joe doesn't come in front of you. You can see Joe, he can't see you. If we go to Joe's point of view in this, where are you on the field? He doesn't know. Now he knows, right? Maybe comms helps you get through this. If you called mid and he's just taking his time, his spacing is decent for third. It's just ideally you guys need a second man earlier for this. Like, let me see, where's the breakthrough? We get, boom, Joe hit, through, you whiff, over side. Yeah, Joe could just start driving up midfield here, 12, 12, 12, back into mid a little bit, 12. Get ready for the flick, boom, over, around. If they get the immediate save, he's there and ready to shoot it. And we have that midfield pass opportunity in general. Third stays behind one. First, not always. Think about it. Opposite first man. So, like, you can do stuff like that, Avuhry, but there's caveats to be stuck in those rule sets. So, if third man is always behind first man, then if the ball pinches like this, we're at a disadvantage. But if third man just plays outside post lines in general, can be on this side too, now we're at advantage, and now we're at a disadvantage, right? It goes back and forth on both sides, depending on how you want to think of it. And if second man has to come from all the way to the wide side while third man's behind, we can't always make a pass this far deep into midfield. Sometimes our pass stops right here. And so sometimes the closer side person, if we're both set up like this, if we swap positions and this person becomes second instead, this is a pass that's interceptable and we can shoot that. Versus if we're out here, we just get intercepted by the opponents, right? And it gets shot on our net. So third man behind first isn't always going to be true. It's mostly playstyle based or decision making based. But even then, if we have a playstyle where we lose balls behind us like so, we want this ball to be cleaned up immediately, then we may as well turn that to second and have third man be wide for a backboard high pinch that comes across and we get vertical while this guy rotates out. Or in the same idea, you know, maybe that ball just pinches towards net, and because you're lined up ready to go, you can put this back to the extension that just landed here and get that last second redirect around, or you shoot while he goes for the demo. I mean, there's a massive amount of things, or we can trust play it to the guy that's standing here still as immediate as a first second, right? And there's things you can do while he goes for the demo. I mean, there's so many things you can generally line up for it. Your play has to lead towards it, right? And no matter what you do, if your third's here or your third's here, and let's say your second's here, right? I mean, I don't like the idea of second being super wide. I much prefer if he's closer and third man's still behind, that's fine. But if this ball crosses over, our third's awkward. But if our third was here, he's good, right? He gets that advantage. So you need to place your third, you know, to a degree. It doesn't really matter where you place it. You need to place your third at advantage. But, like, you can't always guess where advantage is going to be. Because the ball could cross over, be same side, without anything you can do to control that. It's like the opponent, it makes a lot of that decision too, right? So third man is kind of a free spot because it's like a 50-50 chance you get it or not, depending on what side you're on. What matters, though, as third man, is that here's your... Oh, give me this fly cam. Here we go. Here's our post lines. Right? And what matters is that as third man, we're facing against those post lines from outside of them. If we put ourselves inside facing, then when they put the ball over here, we have to turn away. And now we're turning away, they just shoot in our net. And now we're too far away from the save, right? If we try turning into them, now we're farther away from net over here, so we're just chasing the ball. They shoot around us to backboard double tap, it's still a free goal. But if we put ourselves outside post lines for like the similar situation, right? From here, we already know we're beat, so we just go to net, they shoot the ball, and we save the ball. From here, we intercept the pass and we immediately get it and we call it a day, right? Or you at least turning into a shadow where they're blocking the shot line and you're able to get it the last second on the vertical up, right? Because you're not turning away from the net, you're turning into the net. You're blocking the net with your line. And so that's what matters about third man, is that you put yourself outside the post lines, facing in or at the play, right? That's really what matters. It doesn't matter if you're behind first man or in front of him. It just, the post lines matter more than anything else. Getting yourself in a situation where you can easily engage the shot on net. That, because the shot on net's going to come in here. You want to be ready to engage any crossing, intersecting line that would happen, right? You want to be able to block that intersecting line. Anything that's heading outside these post lines, you can just get afterwards. It's no stress, right? Into the corner here, just wrap back around, bounces off, you chase it out, get your clear out, done, right? Simple things like that. Putting yourself always behind the first man is a decent place to start, but it's not always going to work out. Really awkward. I think you have a hard time identifying if you're third or second here. Keep in mind, after kickoff here, when it happens, you're going to third. Your teammate is extension on the right side, so you want to time your back post here as third man for the engagement of Owl. So if you go slow here to start, don't wave dash. Engage here with Jinx's hit now. Boom. You hear, see Owl's hit, you're in, and you're up, and you clear this from the ground. You dust cut through this ball all day, right? So basically, you're able to line up, drive in over the crossover. Here's the hit down, you're up, and you dust this guy. Or at least 50 him if you're a little slow, right? Coming through here, that wouldn't have happened, and you might also have been able to get a better 50 leading into the sidewall rather than into the middle of your net. That's unfortunate. Chip, over, cool. Pretty sloppy double jump aerial. I want to watch this one a little slow. Yeah, you double jump before you pull back for sure. Got your double jump aerials fixed. I literally just went over this earlier with someone else. Pull back first, jump, release, jump, and add your boost wherever you want, really. Pre-wall killed you there? Yeah. Isolate the third so you don't get stuck on pre-wall. But yeah, if you're pulling back at the late side, see how slow you are to go up now? Let's look how much boost you start with. 66 is your starting aerial. No. We'll give you actually a bit less than that. Let's say, because you boost forward, now you're 60. You're starting with 60 to go vertical, right? And you end up using 60 to 19, 31 boost. 41 boost? 41. 31. 41. 41 boost to get this high. Right? 41 boost to get this high, and 41 boost could get you to the ceiling. You know? You don't carry your momentum from the jump very well. You could reset off the ceiling with 41 boost. This is a very sloppy double jump aerial. A quick test you can do, just to make sure it works or not. Jump, jump, left, back, right? So if you do jump, jump, back, and you start your boost like you did, can you even reach the ceiling with 45? 45 boost should be easy, right? We should be able to do that no problem. 45 boost should just be that easy. Double jump off the top. Easy reset, right? You should be able to do it at a decent level of player at 41, no problem. 41 should be no problem if you're getting up there, okay?
Don't rotate third or extend midfield. Chase the ball like a fucking animal. Be a man.